Alright, so hey guys, I got another UU match for you versus my friend, um, Max21. He's a really cool guy. Met him on the chat, he's real cool. So yeah, the battle's getting started here. Well, it's not really UU mixed here. I'm using my regular UU team. And this match just rapes shit. It does work, honestly. It couldn't have done better in many situations. And he really wanted the set, so, because just how good it was. So yeah, this is a bit of a standard match. Here I go for a Will-O-Wisp just because I really want to get a burn on that thing since it's using Life Orb, and I just want that thing to have as little damage to any of my pokes as possible. Just because I was thinking that'd be the best choice, but he switches into Nidoking, so I'm like, that's not really good. But so yeah, I'm just gonna Psychic it, and that's gonna die. Just because it's a really bad thing to have against me, honestly. Because that has some great move pool. And yeah. Alright, so here he's just going to go back in with Hitmontop and Fake Out. So I'm just going to opt to stay in, seeing as Mew can take all this stuff. Alright, so here I go for Will-O-Wisp, and I knew I'd miss, honestly. I'd be like, I told you I'd miss, but oh well. It's too bad. Alright, so he's just going to go into Aerials while I Will-O-Wisp again. He's going to get the burn on his Latios, which really isn't bad, but it's not the best thing because I do have T-Wave. That's always a better option. But here he says he was Scarfed, so and it really makes sense seeing how much the Draco really did to my Snorlax, because I know Snorlax is like a boss special defense Pokemon, but I mean, only like, what, a fourth? I mean, come on. I could do quite a bit better, to be honest, but oh well. Nothing to be ashamed of. Still a lot of damage to the Snorlax. Alright, but yeah, he's going to get the residual damage. And here he's going to opt to switch out to his Hitmontop just to scare me out and just go for a Fake Out here. But no, yeah, I make a double switch just to take out, and I go into Fizz my Flygon. I actually changed it from Staraptor to Flygon because, honestly, Staraptor has not done shit for my team. It's only KO'd one Pokemon, and, well, that's not good enough for me, to be honest. Alright, so yeah, I totally forget in this case that Hitmontop always carried the Sucker Punch, or I just waited as, I don't even know. I'm so tired, to be honest. It's like 4 p.m. right now, and, well, honestly, I'm supposed to be, like, asleep if this was my normal schedule. Well, nocturnal schedule, I should say, but yeah. Alright, so here I'm just going to go to Mew, and I'm just going to go for the safe Will-O-Wisp, just because I really, really want to burn on this Hitmontop. Actually, wait, no, I go for a double switch into my little fatty while he withdraws, because I want him to go into his Latios, expecting to burn or something. And then here, so yeah, that was a double switch. I would have made it a pursuit, but, you know, I'm not the CB Snorlax because, you know, that's just not how I roll. But yeah, this was a fun match, actually. Alright, so here he's going to go for a Psycho Shock. And I'm like, I could probably take one of these decently. Alright, so it goes. I'm like, it's going to stop. And it keeps going. I'm like, the fuck is this? Alright, so it stops at 20. I'm like, oh, it's a crit. God damn it. So I just go for a Body Slam because I was hoping he'd switch into something that I can hit for para damage instead of staying in. But I guess, I don't know what I was really expecting there. Probably just what I said. Alright, so here I'm going to switch out, seeing as my Snorlax can actually make a really good fodder at some point, or I can give him a chance to rest up, either which would happen, but yeah. And I could just let Mew take a Psycho Shock, seeing as at like really good health, and he'll just kill himself to the burn, which is why I did like the burn damage on him. So yeah, that's really good. And yeah, these videos take a while to upload. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, so I'm like rendering this stuff in like 1080p, which I hope looks much better, honestly. I don't obsessively watch my own videos to check for quality and shit. I should probably, but yeah, um, that's beside the point. Oh, yeah, so this battle's going on. I'm just gonna go in for a Will-O-Wisp here, and he's gonna go for a low sweep to lower my speed, which is actually a good play, but I'm like, it doesn't really help him in the long run. But yeah, it was a good thought process, to be honest. Alright, so here I'm just gonna, no, he's gonna switch out into his red alloy, take a psychic, and this thing immediately scares me out. Wait, no, it doesn't. I predict him to go to a bullet punch instead of a U-turn or so, and I go for a Will-O-Wisp on that. I hit, thank God I actually hit the Will-O-Wisp, or I could have been screwed. Alright, so yeah, now that thing's weak as hell. I switch into my easy bake to quad resist a bullet punch, and it's not going to do shit to me. 20 damage, that's nothing to be proud for. But it is burned, so here I'm just going to go for an overheat. Like, so I'm like, oh, that's not going to do much. But it drops it all the way there. I'm like, really? It's a crit, and it couldn't have KO'd it. But yeah, I remember. So here I actually changed it to specs, since my Flygon is actually a scarf now. So yeah, I like to play my teams like I like my teams where I need to switch a lot, because if you actually see this team how it is now, it has 3 choice users, and all my other teams I've ever used really have 3 choice users. Well, ones that I've liked using to a large extent. Alright, so here I'm just gonna outrage. Even I thought he would just go into Scizor, but I don't know why not. Here I got a useless crit, so I'm like, whatever. Alright, so he's just gonna kill me off the bullet punch, even though he's burned. That is gonna KO, because that's about like 90 damage, because stab a technician and crap like that. So yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna go back in easy bag, just gonna go for another overheat, because that's obviously going to be an overkill after he does his bullet punch here. And yeah, 20 damage, not anything to me, honestly. Alright, so yeah, there's my overheat, and that's just going to be a really, really big overkill at that point. Alright, so yeah, the thing is, last Pokemon or so is up. I'm not exactly sure. And so yeah. Alright, so yeah, so now he just has Dragonite, I believe that's left. And here I switch into Peekaboo, my Azumarill. And he's going to opt to go for a Dragon Dance, so I'm like, damn, I automatically can tell it's a multi-scale. And that's going to fuck me over if he gets a setup. Alright, but here I go for an Ice Punch, hoping it'd KO, because I'm like, 650 attack power with a 4 times super effective Ice Punch. How could that not KO? But here I luckily get a freeze, so he really couldn't wreck my team over. Because I would have lolled hard if he swept my team with a Dragonite at that point. But yeah, oh yeah, if you saw that, there was a little pop-up accidentally, because I'm actually using Camtasia to record the screen. And so yeah. Oh yeah, he actually has Hitmontop left, and he's just going to kill himself with Libor Recoil and the burn, so that will be a good game. We had a couple matches after this. He beat me in both of them, just because, last one was actually a close 1-0. The other one past that was, he wanted to do a double match, so, that costed me like a 5-0 on his part. Yeah, he's really good at double battles, the VGC ones, so yeah.